Now to a story we've been following for years. She was just 8 years old when she was shot and killed inside of her Jacksonville home. Now, 15 years later, her convicted killer was resentenced to life in prison without the possibility of an early release. The family of DreShawna Davis got the chance to address Rasheem Dubose in court today, forgiving him for her death. On Your Side's Robert Bradfield has their reaction from a case that began back in 2006.
The home where she was staying, her grandmother's house, was shot 29 times. And in the process, she died from her selfless injuries.
DreShawna Davis's mother, Shanetta Davis, overcome with emotion, still grieving 15 years after her daughter's death. Forgiveness and closure coming from the resentencing of the man convicted in her murder. Rasheem Dubose will spend the rest of his life in prison without parole.
Today was a day of honor, a day of celebration.
It was 2006 when Davis was shot and killed inside her grandmother's house. 29 bullets hitting the home. Prosecutors say 22 of those came from the gun Dubose used. Her uncle was the intended target. Davis's family calls her a hero. She was found shielding two cousins.
My definition of a hero is a person who sacrificed their life to save others. And she will always be a hero to me.
A jury convicted Dubose of first-degree murder. He was sentenced to death, but that was overturned because the jury's decision was not unanimous. Davis's mother says she's forgiven him.
As long as he got life in prison and no parole and he'll never be out here again, that's cool. He still got opportunity to get his life together and still do whatever his purpose is and his plan for what God has for him.
Robert Bradfield, First Coast News, on your side.